Welcome everyone back to Poppy and Oz channel. Hope you're doing really well. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe. It really does help the channel out. Can't thank you enough for the support you've shown. You really enjoyed the top 10 in my rankings. We're back here today to take you through 11 to 20. There'll be 11 and there'll be 21 to 30 to follow from this video as well. We're going right up to 100, so this is going to be really in-depth. We've put a lot of effort and research into this, as you know, so we're going to really have a bit of fun with this. So let's have a look at who number 11 is. At number 11, we've got Sandringham Dragons' own Harry Armstrong, an exceptional key forward who is definitely the standout in his key forward craft this year. A phenomenal back end of the year, and he had 10 games for the Dragons, 9.9 disposals, 4.5 marks, 5.7 score involvements, 1.6 tackles, really interesting that, 2.7 goals, backing that up as well, as he often does for the Metro, playing 3 games, 3 goals a game, just under a tackle, 6 score involvements and 5 marks. And this guy aerially is incredible and real strong with his mobility wise as well. Has a real peach of a kicking action as well, and one that really suits today's game, particularly as we mentioned them tackles. He ain't scared of getting involved and getting that forward pressure as well, which will be really appealing to the recruiters. He really finds space where there isn't none, and that was really highlighted towards the back end of the year, where he's really shot up the ladder predictions. A real solid player, and at 195, he's that nice height to start, maybe as the third, maybe build him into the game, but this guy has got it all here. If you're looking for a key forward, he's definitely one of the pick of the bunch. There is some real tasty key forwards as well in these next set of 20 as well, but Harry's probably the closest we've got to ready to go. Up next, Toby Travaglia, a big fan of his, the Bendigo Pioneers boy. And this guy just really just stands out. 187, incredibly quick, strong down the ground, strong on the ball below his feet, really good intercept mark as well, looks to take the game on, breaks lines, and in today's game, which is full of transition, this guy stands out. 12 games for Bendigo, 24 touches, 4 marks, 6 intercept pauses, 5.2 score involvement, 6.4 tackles, and a goal a game. Playing up into the midfield, he did back in the Allies, but also for Bendigo, playing predominantly at halfback, though is what he's known as. This guy here has got real scope at 187 to be something quite special. You can see him being one of the medium-sized wingers, I really could see, because his kicking action is really apparent. In his junior National League, Vic Country, he had 22 touches from his 4 games, 8 intercept possessions, 6 marks, 0.3 goals. But you can see there from his Coach Talent League, he ain't goal shy as well. If he gets forward of the ball, he can be quite impressive. Did play a couple of games in the VFL, 18.5 touches, 2 marks, 7 intercepts, 4 score involvements, 3 tackles, showcasing that he is ready to play senior football. Did that for Carlton as well, who aren't exactly crash hot in the VFL, it has to be said, but really shown his ability to play up the top of the ground, but also down back and also in the midfield. A real exciting one is old Toby. I'm really excited about this one. I think he could be one of the pick of the bunch. In at 13, Isaac Kako. This kid here can play football, and I am so excited about seeing this guy play. An absolute energy bundle, and at Calder Cannons this year, he really showcased that, playing the 12 games, just under 2 goals a game, 3 tackles, a staggering 8 score involvements, 18.7 touches. And what you really see from this guy here is he's like that modern day player we've seen. We've seen Rochelle, we've seen Rankine, then you see Tyson Stengel, that real excitement factor, incredibly quick. His forward pressure is good, but he can do the unthinkable at the right time. And there's definitely scope to see him playing as that kind of Tom Papley, where we've seen him develop that midfield style of play as well. He was absolutely standout as well. I really enjoyed his Vic Metro games, playing the 4 games, 2 goals a game, 8 scoring involvements, 1.3 tackles. And when you compare that football IQ and that speed, but also that defensive pressure, it really showcases a well-roundedness from him. He is a real product and a real excitement. And he's going to be one of these showcase players. You can see this guy, everyone's going to want to pack his card in the footy cards. You're going to see T-shirts made up, all that kind of thing. This kid has got it. Whatever it is, he has it. I'm really excited about seeing Isaac, and Essendon have got themselves a terrific footballer. A bit higher than most, Xavier Lindsay in at 14, and another Gippsland power boy. And we know me, I do love me country boys. This kid here has got a degree in kickology, and he's a Moorish medal winner. But he also combines that with quickness, but also really elite engine. And in the 12 games for Gippsland, he really stood out. 24 touches, 4 marks, 6 score involvements, half a goal a game, 3 tackles, 5 clearances. National champs for country, 6.3 score involvements, 5 tackles, 23 touches, 7 marks. And whether it's at half-back, on the wing, this guy can do it all. And he's definitely going to be one of them players here that I feel like if you're looking for that transitional threat, which nowadays is so apparent, and your ability to death by 1,000 cuts, kick. This kid's got it, but he's also got that speed. He's got that point of difference, and he's got that elite engine. This is a real slept-on player, in my opinion. I think he's been really slept on. And maybe that's because of Alex Tyrue's phenomenal back end of the year, and people have just kind of forgotten. He's in a depth class of midfielders who can play elsewhere. But this kid, don't sleep on him. Xavier has got all the skills to pay the bills, and one that I'm really excited about entering in his draft year. A ready-made forward. And when you're at the size you are, do you know what I mean? He's that real happy size for a footballer. 183. You can do a lot with him, whether it be at half-back, whether it be playing on the wing. But this kid has got them versatility to play all sorts. But that kick, honestly, it's a thing of beauty. At 15, Mr. Bo Allan. And this guy has been talked about quite a bit, and I don't think he gets talked about enough in my opinions. This guy here has got all the traits of what you expect to see from someone like Rory Laird or someone like that, just at half-back. He's got that speed, he's got that running core, but he's also got that ability to play that give and go, and before you know it, that left foot has completely destroyed everything you know about. He played the 11 games in Waffle this year as well, which should be really understated, playing for Peel Thunder, and they had a phenomenal year. 11 and a half touches off the half-back line, 2 score involvements, 3 tackles, and pinch hit in the midfield. For the Waffle Colts, he played the 2 games, 21 touches, 3 clearances, 6 score involvements, 3 tackles, and half a goal. And then for WA, 20 touches, 3 marks, 3.5 clearances, 3 inside 50s, 6 score involvements, 6 tackles, and just under a goal a game. Captaining his state is a huge thing, but what you see from him is that transition to a midfielder as well, just being that little awkward size at 191, but can intercept really well down back. There's a bit of versatility here, but that speed is really impressive. And this guy could be anything, Bo Allan. He's a real solid prospect. You look at his picture there, the guy's built as well. I mean, for an 18-year-old to be built like that, I've never been built like that, and I'm pushing 40. Real solid footballer and a real good acquisition. You can see him here going to the Eagles, going somewhere like that, going to Freo. He just sitting. I think he suits the Eagles a lot more than Freo, though, in my opinion. And he could be quite a formidable midfielder coming forward. Someone to really watch out for and really get excited about. In at 16 then, Jobe Shanahan. And I told you we had some key forwards to look forward to. And also this guy has got that versatility of being able to play down the back. Another guy that has incredible field kicking, but also real impressive goal kicking action. This guy also pinch hit in the midfield. Reminds me a lot of Brodie Kent, but playing a lot more forward. Incredible in the air. Real good goal kicker as well. And he showcased that in the VFL, playing the 3 games against men, averaging 3.7 goals, 2.7 tackles, 5 marks, 10 touches. In the national championships, he really stood out. And for me, I think there's a lot more scope for excitement than Harry Armstrong with Jobe. I'm a big, big fan. His ability to rise and leap was really showcased there. 1.3 goals, 6.3 score involvements, 5.5 marks. And then in the Coates Talent League for Bendigo, 2 goals, 13 touches, 5 marks, 6 score involvements, 2.5 tackles. This guy here has got something, and I really can see a strong modern-day intercept defender, especially when you watch him one-on-one in the forward line. Even though I think he could be a great key forward, I could see a team taking a punt as a key defender here because there is something there, particularly with that field kicking, really one to watch out for. And I think that makes him a real attractive prospect in this because everyone's looking at Alex Tyree. I think Jobe's got this ready to play earlier than Alex Tyree. I genuinely do. And for me, if I was looking for a key defender, you've got that option to turn him into a swingman. He's always going to have that forward craft. But a really exciting little prospect here, particularly if you take him as a forward. Real strong player. And that versatility, I just think, makes him stand out. 17. Oh, dear. Ollie Hotton was one of my boys in the draft. He could never get going with injury. Taj Hotton's had the similar tale. There's something with these Hotton boys that they look immaculate. Incredibly quick. He finds the ball. His scores are amazing. He's got a bit of a turn of pace. He's not shy defensively as well. Real exciting type player. And he's definitely got that X factor. Playing just restricted this year to the 3 games in the Coates Talent League. 28 touches, 7 marks, 5 inside 50s, 9 score involvements, just under 2 goals a game. The ACL injury just kicks you in the butt, doesn't it? But this guy could be a top 5 prospect had he not got injured. Real exciting player. Real exciting player. And this is going to be one of them ones there that if you've got multiple picks, see Richmond, this is probably where you get a bit of a punt. If I had 2 picks in top 20, probably not taking the punt on Taj. If I've got 4 or 5, I'm taking a punt. Reason being, goes wrong, I've already nailed 5 out of the 6. So, real strong prospect, real exciting player though. And he's got it all there. But it's going to be a slow burn, this one. There is definitely something there. But, buyer beware, we saw Ollie have very similar numbers and never get quite right. At 18, big fan of his, Luke Trainor. And a guy that's had a few concussion issues this year, which has probably seen him slide down. But, as a pure intercept key defender, probably the pick of the class. One-on-one defending has been quite strong. He's had his moments, to be fair. He's had his moments one-on-one, but all in all, been real strong. Really good overhead. His field kicking is elite. And he's been one of them standouts for Sandy Dragons when he's played. His season in the Coates Talent League, 5 games for Sandy, which did restrict with the various injuries. 20 touches, 5.6 marks, 2.4 intercept marks, 2.2 tackles, and 3.4 rebound 50s. Really a real good transitional threat. A hip issue did make him sidelined for the combine, which I think will make him slide a bit more. But his national championship games were pretty impressive. 4 of them for the Met. 20 touches, 6 marks, 2 intercept marks, and 5 rebound 50s to go with his 2 tackles. This guy has got it. He's complete. He's 194. He's one of them players that we really do look at in this draft and you go, okay, this guy's got it. I'm really excited about Luke. This one is one that I think that you recruit if you've got 2 key defenders and you want to just slow burn this one and really get him in. But having said that, if he reaches his ceiling, he could be one of the best in this class. He's really impressive. Got a lot to work on, but it is very solid at this stage. 19 then, Joe Berry. Oh boy, this kid can play. And as a pure small forward, just below Isaac Kako as that player. But this guy, again, has got a degree in footyology. And his speed in tight spaces is absolutely incredible. One thing that really appeals to me when you watch his games as well at Murray Bush Rangers is his willingness to bring his players in and around him as well, which is very rare. You get a lot of players in this who play kind of like, you know, they're the cock of the walk. They forget about their teammates. This Wangaratta boy here really does showcase his willingness to give and go, give it off, handball it off. A real strong little player he is. And you might remember his mate Joe Richards, who's just transferred to Port. Very similar type of player with that high energy, that live wire, can kick goals in clusters. 14 games for the Bush Rangers, 14 touches, 7 score involvements, 3 tackles, 2 goals a game. And for the country, he had 4 games, 13 touches, 2 goals, 3 tackles, 6 score involvements, and 3.5 marks. And he really looks to create that space. Really, really good player at working around below his feet. He looks to paddle it on. He does all the right things. And when we look at the draft, genuinely, these types of players are ready to go day one. I think Joe Berry is ready to go day one. A really exciting prospect and someone that I can see having a really good time. And finishing off the 20, our mate Alex Dodson had an opportunity to become an NBA basketballer. I might have oversold him there, but a very, very strong little player. And you know what's really good about Alex is his work rate around the ground. It's always that common complaint at 201 where they're just tap ruckman. But this guy, he's got that elite engine, but he works hard for his team and he finds the ball. And when we're looking at the modern day ruckman now, the ones that we get excited about, Gorn, TDK, English, players like that, it's an extra midfielder, and this guy has got that extra midfield for me. He's got that extra midfielder. I had an opportunity, like we say, to go to the States and play college b-ball. He's decided to focus on AFL. Good luck to him. And for Sturt, he's really stood out. 9 games, 21 touches, 4 marks, 25 hit-outs, 8 of them to advantage, 5 clearances, 2 tackles, 0.1 goal a game. And then for South Australia, really impressive. 17 touches, 3 marks, 20 hit-outs, 7 to advantage, 4 clearances, 3 score involvements, 2 tackles, 0.3 goals. This guy has got that versatility. He's got that mobility. He's got a real nice set shot. He's not a bad kick as well. Good ruck craft. Definitely a player here that if I have a pick 19, 2018, maybe even take him a bit earlier, this kid has got something. And if you've got some older ruckmen, again, this is a pick that I look at Richmond. Do Richmond take the punt? Something like that. A guy that you've only got Nank and you've got some young guys. Do you go for best in class? Because this guy is best in class. A really exciting prospect. And one I can't wait to see in the AFL. That's our 11 to 20. Let me know what you think. We've got another 10 to come. To go 30, we're going right up to 100, so I can't wait to do that. We're going to get really exciting from now because we're going to start seeing some maturer players coming in the next couple of videos. Thank you very much for your support. Make sure you hit the like button, give it a share to one of your mates. Peace, love and light. Pom out.
Rolling up Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad.